and welcome to the Fans Fantasy Premier League show. We are here to talk all things Leicester. Who are you going to buy? Well, for me, there's one choice.
Really?
There's one choice.
Really? Just one?
Yeah.
I'd look at a few options.
Jamie Vardy. It's Jamie Vardy. 9 million. He'll play every week.
Really?
He'll play every week. 9 million's a steal. Yeah.
First of all, I wouldn't say 9 million is a steal.
For Jamie Vardy, he's the only... But Iheanacho, he's the only striker at Leicester. He's going to play... He's Brendan Rodgers. He's going to play every week. And basically, Perez, Tielemans, Maddison, Barnes, they're all about 6, 7 million. They're just going to be assisting him. So it's going to be... You're going to be playing the lottery over who gets the assist out of the midfield. But you know, there's no gamble that it's Vardy that's going to be on the end of him. He's going to be getting the goals. Don't take the risk.
Look, for a lot of the season last year, I had Vardy in my team. I paid that price.
It was a good price to pay.
It was a good price to pay in hindsight, but I still think it's a little too steep. I think 8.5 is what I would personally value him at with the Fantasy Premier League.
No.
However,
he's one of the best strikers in the league.
He's one of the best strikers in the league.
And you've got 8 million.
I think it's just for the team that he's playing for.
Here's a question for you.
You got to remember that when you're looking at teams like Arsenal and City and Liverpool, those prices are inflated because they are realistically expected to beat pretty much every other team.
Yeah.
Whether that happens, who knows? But
Leicester expected to beat, I would say, 13 teams in the league every year.
I'm not sure 13.
Yeah,
I'd say half.
They're the 7th best team in the league. You'd say they're the 10th best team in the league?
No, I'd say they're the 10th best team, but I mean you're more likely to mess up against those 3 teams that come sort of 10th, 9th and 8th than you are to mess up against the bottom.
No.
For me, the very obvious choice is someone who worked for me incredibly last year. I took the risk on him when he first came. I saw how good he was pre-Leicester. I took the risk and I...
You didn't watch a single game of Tielemans at Monaco. You didn't watch a single game of him at Monaco.
Of course I did.
No, you didn't.
Of course I did. I also
play... What game? Which game?
I also play FIFA.
Which game? Right, okay, there we go.
Which
you
brought him to my attention.
You didn't watch a Monaco game.
Which brought him to my attention, and then when I watch Monaco every single week to see
What's Monaco's stadium called?
Really?
What was Monaco's manager?
Like things that
name any facts about Monaco.
For a point in time, their manager was Thierry Henry. Anyway, going back to the Fantasy Premier League. Tielemans, for me, he's a great player. He was getting a lot of goals last year.
Can I tell you why he was a great player?
Go on.
Because you had him with Vardy. So what you did last season...
Don't get me wrong, I read the rewards because I was using him in conjunction with Vardy and I was getting a lot of assist goal scoring points. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be doing.
You were the master last season. It was a good team-ups.
Yes.
So you had Hotter and Jimenez, you had Son and at times Kane, you had Tielemans and Vardy.
Yeah.
I would say Tielemans and Vardy are a budget Kane and Son.
Yeah, I'd go as far as saying that.
But Pereira in your team last season who did alright.
Towards the beginning. Yeah. And like I said, Pereira's a good one though. Pereira gets
6
a lot
million.
of assists.
6 million.
Could be a little steep.
Yeah,
could be a little steep
don't pick
for him there.
Don't pick
what's Maguire at?
5.5.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's a good price.
Chilwell at 5.5. You got Evans at 5, and you got Schmeichel at 5.
It's interesting that Pereira is their highest priced defender.
Yeah.
There, I would have assumed that at least he would have been the same price as Maguire. I wouldn't have expected him to be more expensive. But like I said, I think it's a few people to look at from Leicester. I think Schmeichel's a decent keeper because Leicester are quite likely to keep clean sheets.
No, they're not.
Are they not?
No, they play you score, we score. That's Brendan Rodgers Leicester. Leicester in general play will outscore you.
I think
that's what they do.
I think they become quite likely to get a clean sheet.
No.
And if they do, you've got your potential goal scorer in Harry Maguire, you've got a potential assister in Pereira, but I think Schmeichel is going to be forced to make some saves, and he might get a clean sheet.
Do you think?
I wouldn't go for Schmeichel.
Do you think Leicester will get more than?
I think there's a few teams which have that sort of same philosophy with the goalkeepers, which I would pick over Schmeichel. Patricio being one of them.
Right. Do you think Leicester will get more than 13 clean sheets? I don't. I don't think we'll get 10. I think we'll get 10.
About 10 or so.
It's not worth it.
But I mean,
Why would you pick Schmeichel at 10? Why would you pick Schmeichel to get 10 clean sheets?
I'm not saying I would pick Schmeichel. I would certainly look at picking Schmeichel. Maybe
Why?
he's a second option. So maybe you have your first choice keeper and you have Schmeichel as your second choice
For
keeper.
0.5 more, you can get Lloris, you can get David De Gea.
Yeah,
and you go Schmeichel.
We've said this before. 0.5 is a lot when you're picking your team initially.
And the difference between Schmeichel and Lloris and De Gea is a lot.
I don't necessarily think it is. If you've got your first choice keeper, or if you maybe alternate between two teams like Patricio and Schmeichel, and you pick who you think is going to get a clean sheet, it's never been the system I've gone for. I've always gone for your main keeper and then the cheapest option, whoever that is. But I think it's certainly something to look at.
I think you're wrong.
And then of course you've got Pereira and Maguire in defence. You've got Madison and Tielemans in midfield, and of course Vardy up front. But I think there are a lot of options to look for Leicester.
No, there isn't. Stick to it. Just get Vardy, maybe Tielemans, and I'd leave it at that.